Hello and welcome to episode 31 of the Nintendo Review Podcast. As always, I am with the lovely Greg and the delightful Lee. Are you feeling lovely, Greg?
I'm lovely 24/7.
How are you doing, Lee?
I'm doing well. I've missed my... I normally have 3 coffees a day, and I'm having my second now. It's a bit late, but delicious.
I'm already on my first Pepsi Max, so...
And I'm on my first of probably about 10 teas. I drink about between 8 and 10 cups of tea a day.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love it. Anyway, we've got, as always, a stupid amount of news to talk through, so let's get onto it. Again, more games, as always, coming to our delightful little console. Well, actually, this game, Read Out. This was a game, I think this was announced at the event two years ago, wasn't it? The January event, that this was coming to the Switch, or shortly after. And then it just kept getting, not delayed as such, I don't think it was ever given a day, but it wasn't coming out, because it's a port. I think people presumed it'd be quick, then it didn't, and then people thought it's definitely cancelled, a bit like Steep to that extent. But they keep saying, no, it's definitely coming. And the developer 34 Big Things have said, once again, it is definitely on its way. Weirdly, it's still quite appealing. It's a kind of a Wipeout clone, and we still haven't had any. Like Fast, I thought, I came out of launch, I thought, that no point getting it after 6 months or a year. So actually, it's still a game that could be appealing, because we're not getting an F-Zero anytime soon, and it's not a common genre, is it? So, Read Out, Lee, interest in you?
Very. It's more F-Zero than Fast. I don't like I did pick up Fast on the Wii U, and that kind of flicking between the shields, the orange and the blue, never quite settled. I never got into it, and it was always a frustration rather than anything else. So Read Out seems more grounded in its kind of F-Zero clone. Definitely one to look out for.
I think we chatted about, what game was it last week? What was it called? Xenon Racer,
and, yeah.
Greg, you implied it's F-Zero or nothing on the futuristic racing stakes, and I'm guessing that's still the case, even though Red Out's coming.
Still the case. I never really got on with Fast, and, well, I quite like the Wii version of Fast, but not so much the one that came out on Wii U, and then obviously Switch, and this year, probably don't really care either. Give us F-Zero, please.
Why did you prefer the Wii version to Fast?
I don't know, it seemed a bit simpler. I think the style was slightly more cartoony in a way. Like the graphics weren't as intense, I guess. I just never really got on with the Wii U one. I just didn't really like it. It just didn't feel like enough like F-Zero or anything. And I was using like the tilt controls in the Wii one, which seemed kind of fun actually. My
memory is that the Wii one was almost like if you missed any of the points,
the boosts,
then you were going to lose. You're going to absolutely know. You had to hit every single one.
Did it have the shield swapping mechanic as well in the Wii one? Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was definitely impossible in the higher difficulties.
I remember that and giving up, going, I don't want to play. This is not a racing game. It didn't feel natural. It felt like I'm playing against a computer. That's what I remember feeling about it. But Red Out, Grid, all those games. We're Nintendo fans. We want F-Zero. Bring it on. F-Zero X on the Virtual Console Online is coming. I've given up, actually, after today's... we'll get onto it in a minute. After today's OS 7 update, I've just given up on expecting anything from Nintendo anymore. Anyway, more games. SD Gundam. More games we don't care about. SD Gundam G Generation Cross Rays. Where do they get these titles? It's been announced. Bandai Namco. After other news, I'm surprised. I don't know what kind of relationship they've got with Nintendo anymore. They've announced that it's coming to all platforms, including the Switch, which is now kind of expected. But when you think about it, a year ago, it's kind of a surprising thing that third parties are releasing all their games on the Switch. But yeah, it's coming out later. It's a strategy RPG. I'm guessing, does anybody care about that?
No, not at all.
No.
The only thing of note is, if you are interested, pick up the Pacific Asian version, because it's got English language supported.
Is there any other reason? Because you could also just pick up the English language version.
It might be a few months later. Who knows?
That is true. There was a game announced a few months ago, like last year, called Slay the Spire. It's an indie game, and that's just reconfirmed for when's it coming out? February.
Yes.
So in a few weeks, and it's actually started. It's been coming out on Steam, and I think there's like early access or something like that. I don't fully understand how it works, to be honest. But people are saying it's amazing. It's some of Greg's favourite genres. It's a mix of roguelike, card games, and a dungeon crawler.
That sounds absolutely outstanding.
To be fair, roguelike and dungeon crawler puts me off, but a card game, that appeals to me. It's meant to be really good. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it or appeals to you. Lee, I guess it's more your kind of thing.
It looks interesting. There's that one that came out 2 weeks ago as well, which I've downloaded, and I've forgotten the name of it, Darren. You downloaded as well, a card RPG game, and it was
Light Seekers.
That's the one, Light Seekers, and I've downloaded that, and I haven't even come close to clicking to even open the game, unfortunately. So this is another one that would go by the wayside.
Probably the same. Yeah, it's like I downloaded it, played it, was like, this is brilliant, and haven't touched it since, as always. Another update on a game. Again, this is a game that we knew about. Sword and Soldiers 2. Shawarmageddon.
You got to say it. Shawarmageddon, like that. Okay.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. What does that mean?
It's just shwar.
Okay, fair enough.
It sounds good.
The second one is coming out. It's meant to come out last year. Got a little bit delayed now, but it's coming out confirmed 1st of March. Sword and Soldiers has actually also just been released on the eShop for a few quid. I presume none of you played this game.
It came out on the Wii U as well, didn't it? And I didn't pick it up on there. It looks interesting, though, as it's 2D side-scrolling, tower defense, action RPG.
Yeah, I did play it.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant.
Oh, yeah, I am interested in it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I finished that a couple of years ago, actually. It's really good. It's a game that I didn't think I'd like, but I remember picking it up cheap. And I tried it one day, and I was like, "Oh, this is really, really good fun." Whether I'll be interested in this one, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I don't know what's going on. And now a game designed for Greg. Surely, this news is just for you, Greg. World Rally Championship is coming to the Switch. It's not World Rally Championship. What's it called?
Yeah, World Rally Championship.
Yeah. Oh, it is called that. Yeah, I was like,
it's the 8th one. Yeah.
We've chatted about this game before, and you glowing about it. Your memories.
Oh, that was V-Rally 4, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't this. This is on the N64, wasn't it?
No, it started on the PS2, actually. I've never really played World Rally Championship, actually.
Oh. What was the game that was like W something, like a racing game on the N64?
Oh, that was World Driver Championship.
World Driver Championship.
It's only a letter out.
Close.
Oh, okay, maybe. I'll take it back.
I'll be interested to see what it's like, actually, because I haven't really played rally games since like the N64 and like early Gamecube era, really. So yeah, hopefully it's good. Like, I'm sure it'll probably be better than V-Rally, but like the rally games are all so like convoluted and stuff these days. Like most racing games, really. I kind of just want like a simple rally racing game.
This does look like it's more of a convoluted one. It looks because they've only shown the PS4 running it at the moment, and it looks wonderful, but it looks more modern than like V-Rally 4 has gone for.
Oh, fair enough. I thought it was. For some reason, it made my mind when I saw this news a few days ago. I was like, oh, that's the sequel to that N64 racing game, and it's not. So, oh well. In the last week, we finally got our Nintendo Direct.
Yay! It was huge.
It was for indies only.
16 minutes.
It was one of those ones where, watching it was just like, oh god, this is... You could have just released loads of trailers, that'd have been fine, but actually when you objectively like look at it, like, there's some good stuff there, there's some good games. I'm going to just go through the list, and then I want you to pick out, keep in mind the ones that appeal to you, or you want to make comment on, but I'll quickly just go through them all.
I may as well just slip out here for a minute.
Is there none that appeal to you?
I honestly, like, I'm sure there's a few good games on it, but I watched the whole thing and like I came away from it just thinking it's just not really given a stuff, really.
Fair enough. Oh, and me and Lee will pick out our favourites. But what was on there was Goat Simulator, including all of its DLC. Image & Form's new game, which is it's kind of a big deal, I think, actually. SteamWorld Quest Hand of Gilgamesh, which is coming out this year. And I imagine relatively, not soon, but they said that other platforms will come later in the year. So this is like summer at the latest. Unruly Heroes, which came out on the day. When Ski Lifts Go Wrong, a sort of another bridge builder, but mixed with a bit of racing, actually. I've seen it being compared to Excitebike, and that came out on the day as well. That was another dropped one. Wargroove was finally revealed to be coming out on the 1st of February, which is this Friday, which is amazing news, and it looks incredible. Double Kick Heroes, Inmost, Crosscode, Forager, and that's kind of it. So Lee, out of those, was there one or two which caught your eye?
Goat Simulator looks a laugh, but I've heard it's incredibly janky, but it's as if the developers are very proud that it's really buggy, and they want you to break the engine by doing crazy stuff with a goat. Yeah. The other one, SteamWorld Quest. I've loved the SteamWorld games more than yourself, Darren, especially SteamWorld Heist. I really like that. So this kind of turn-based card game with Hand of Gilgamesh will probably be a day one purchase for me. Unruly Heroes looked a bit too much like
Rayman.
Yes, that's the one. Rayman Legends looked a bit too much like that, and I thought, okay. And it's the retelling of the Monkey King legend, Ski Lifts Go Wrong looks a really, really fun game. But I recently picked up Portal Bridge Builder in a sale, so I'll give that a go instead for a while.
When you say recently, when's that, Lee? When was that?
Maybe a month ago.
Was that this year or last year?
Probably toward the end of last year.
Okay, so I don't know if you're still sticking by your New Year's resolution.
No, it is my still. There's one game which we just about to talk about, which did break my New Year's resolution, and it's Wargroove. I'm not going to sit on this one, and for the price, which was $15.99, and I did a bit of research on it's asynchronous multiplayer. It's going to be brilliant. Darren.
Oh my god, it looks amazing. The fact that I know we chatted about it before, but when you think about the reality of it, the fact that you can build your own, not just your own levels and skirmish maps to play online, you can build campaigns with cutscenes and things like. It's like. This game sounds amazing. It's just like Nintendo. Buy it off him. Yeah. Rub out the logo Wargroove and buy Advance Wars and you're done. It looks great. And it looks like an absolute rip-off of Advance Wars, the way the cutscenes work and way more than Tiny Metal. I'm not playing Tiny Metal now. I've decided I'll save that. I'm just ready for Wargroove. The games that appeal to me, the Double Kick Heroes, which is sort of like a rhythm...
Yeah, that looks fun.
It's just a rhythm game, but the style's like this 16-bit and you're killing... sort of like monsters and stuff like that as you kind of the better you do. It just looks really fun, and I love rhythm games. Inmost I thought looked great. I didn't really know too much about it, but I thought it looked really good. And the game which I want to be excited by is Crosscode. I think it looks great. It does look sort of SNES era action RPG rather than RPG, which I don't like. So it looks the kind of game that I would really enjoy. And it's meant to be amazing. It came out on Steam at the end of last year, and it's meant to be incredible. But it's like 40 to 80 hours long. I
know, I can't. I find it very... It does look fantastic. I just can't get enthused about it, just because of the size of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's off-putting, isn't it? But we'll see. We'll see when it comes out, and if it is meant to be, if it as good as everyone says, then I could be tempted by it. Appeals to me. But so another batch of indies. But where the hell is the main direct, guys? What is going on?
It's coming this week, and this is obviously a prediction. It's coming this week because we know that the Switch has got updated. The firmware has got updated to 7. Plus... Smash Brothers, I think that's a little bit in our miscellaneous section. Smash Brothers is this week will receive its 2.0.0 update, and it's going to be adding, I should imagine, because it's February soon enough. Come on Friday, adding Piranha Plant, nice and early in February. I'm hoping it's not next week; it's the end of this week, and we'll have a direct to say, "Hey, get ready! You can download Piranha Plant now."
I hope so. What's weird is that I've still not unlocked the roster, so the fact that we're getting DLC already, I'm like, oh my god, I need to get on that. I'll probably download the DLC quicker than I'll download unlock the roster.
I think I'm probably on about 20, 21 or 22 characters yet, so there's still a long way to go for me.
Wow.
As for the direct, I think it's probably been delayed because of some other big news that we got.
I agree with Greg. Because of Metroid.
Yeah, because of Metroid.
Yeah. Do you think they were gonna do a direct in January, maybe show Metroid Prime Trilogy, and then then they made this mad decision on Metroid and went, let's just wait a bit, we need to rethink our plan? Do you reckon that's what happened?
Yeah, quite possibly. And it does kind of worry me that they may actually delay Trilogy if it's real.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So they'll take it out the direct because they'll be like, well, let's save it to the end of the year or next year even.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't ever want to know that that's what they've done.
Or maybe they'll just say in this week's direct or next week's direct and go, look, we know you're really sorry about Metroid Prime 4. Bang, here's HD Trilogy. Have that to keep you happy. And everybody's laughing.
Got the bad news out the way with, and then they can do it. But obviously the rumours that came out after, I mean, we're sort of like jumping around here, but the rumours that came out afterwards, there was somebody who's in the know, so to speak, but, is editor of
Game Informer,
said Metroid Prime Trilogy is finished. It's been finished since last year. It's ready to go. So that's annoying to think about, and Nintendo just sat on it.
At least we know what's there, I guess.
Yeah, it's coming sometime.
Yeah, we're gonna get it at some point, but I want it now. I am so in the mood to play Metroid Prime 1. I am so in the mood to play that. But it's frustrating. I hope you're right, Lee, and that they will be like, get the bad news out the way with and then give them some good news. But I am sort of leaning more towards Greg, that they'll
really
want to space
I find it
out.
very strange that it was just now, you know, it just dropped out of in the middle of nowhere. And then Shinya Takahashi's bowing and going, oh, we're sorry. It's like, the timing is so weird. It's not. Yes, you said he cancelled, right? But it seems as if it's keying something else up. But yeah, I could be wrong.
Not even sure if we mentioned what the news is for people that maybe haven't heard what it is.
Good point.
That Metroid Prime 4 has been delayed because
significantly
they weren't happy with the way it was going.
Because Namco Bandai are
yeah. So they've pretty much wasted 2 years and they're starting to get from scratch with Retro Studios.
Well, according to Khan, he said it wasn't other studios, even though it's been made in different countries. It was Nintendo's experimental ad hoc developmental process. So it was going smoothly elsewhere, but it was on fire with Nintendo because they just didn't know. You know, they're trying to, typical Nintendo, they're trying experimental and trying, oh, let's try this, let's try that, and nothing sat with it. The positives I take out of that is that they've got all these experiments, great for new IP, get it in other games.
Fair enough, we'll see how that goes. All the better news on that, we may as well get it all out, is that they also said there is more Metroid coming as well. It's not just this. So either a port of Federation Force, and I don't know if any of you guys played that, don't laugh. The game is brilliant. I loved it.
I never saw that. Yeah. People went, it's chibi, and went mental, and then never give the game a fair try.
Yeah.
The game, when you can get players online and you're playing with 4 players, is awesome.
Yeah. It's very, very good. It was such a pleasant surprise, that game. Because I was the same. It's because it wasn't the Metroid we wanted.
Yeah.
So you can understand. Okay, well, it's difficult to appreciate on its own terms. It was great. I'd be well up for playing through that again. But anyway, I think it's more Mercury Steam, Greg's favourite developer, making a 2D Metroid, whether it's another port or Metroid 6, 5. What are they at? The 2D ones? 5
would be the next one, wouldn't it?
So I reckon. So maybe Metroid Prime Trilogy. This year. Metroid Prime 5 by Mercury Steam, Game of the Year next year.
I don't trust them. I just don't trust them.
Metroid Prime 4 2021. Oh boy.
You're wishing Metroid Prime 4 2021. It's not coming until 2022.
Who knows? I mean, if it's retro, well, that's another thing. Retro making the Metroid now.
Yeah. So does that mean they've finished whatever they've been working on?
Finished or scrapped?
I think they're wrapping it up, and they've been given the Metroid thing, but they haven't started the Metroid. You know, they put a little bit of level design and experimental stuff in while they're finishing off what they've got to finish off. I think it's going to run
Star Fox Grand Prix this year. Can't wait. There was another thing that somebody said, this Twitter guy, and obviously you hear all these in the notes. To be fair, this guy's got a pretty good track record.
Yeah.
He's got a lot right, and he said that's not the only thing that's going to get a cancellation. Get a delay.
Pokemon.
Who knows what that is?
So
Animal Crossing?
An easy prediction to make, really. Something else.
Maybe it is. But then if a big game gets another delay, when was the last time a Nintendo game got delayed?
They used to delay them all the time back in the N64.
Years ago, a long time ago. Yeah. They haven't made. I don't think there's been one delay on the Switch other than this.
Yoshi. Is it a delay?
No.
They just held it back, haven't they?
Yeah, and they never give a date, did they?
No.
Whatever. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But if Fire Emblem, I could see getting a delay because we don't know anything about it. So
yeah,
that could be
expansion. I could see getting a delay. Animal Crossing, I could see getting a delay because I haven't seen anything of it.
My money's on Pokemon.
We've gone from having 2019 is going to be the greatest year for the Switch to everything's been delayed. We've got Pokemon.
quite genuinely, I'm not excited for a single game coming out at the moment.
What do you mean?
There's usually something to look forward to, in the sort of relatively near future, and it's
it's called Wargroove.
Honestly,
it's going out on Friday.
There's nothing I'm really hyped for at the minute.
Not even Yoshi?
Not even Yoshi.
Because Luigi's Mansion, you think's with the wrong developer. You're not a massive fan of Animal Crossing. Metroid's been cancelled.
We all know what we thought of Yoshi last week.
It's over.
Good while it lasted. Anyway, we've got so much to get through. We need to crack on, and we've got a Greg's 90-minute game to play. There's some tournaments. You know what, let's just skip through these really quickly. There's going to be some Smash tournaments. We're not quite sure how it works. That's why we should chat about it. We shouldn't chat about it too long. But it's an American and an European one. They're different. But in America, there's definitely an online element where you play online and then the best players get to... Which sounds great. And I'm sure they're doing the same in England. But they're also playing Squad Strike and Smashdown. So two things. One, if you can do them online, why can we not play them online all the time and not only in these tournaments?
Version
so, but we don't know how they
2.0
work.
this week.
Oh my god, Squad Strike.
Please.
I'd love it. Anyway, so that's good. There's a Splatoon tournament as well opening. Is that online, or is that, again, you got to go to some shop?
Oh, the Splatoon one is online as well. The American ones, they're both running similar systems where you get to play online, you just get in there, play, and the best ranked players, after playing so many qualifiers, will then go into other open qualifiers, which will be online, and then there's a final in PAX East on March the 30th. The European ones, we just don't know any details yet. But they did say the European finals and qualification events will be detailed soon, which means you're probably going to have to turn up and get a place in these events. You're going to have to go somewhere to play them.
That'd be annoying. That'd be annoying. But that's fine. Suda51 has pretty much already said that he's got big announcements coming this yeyear, and he's confirmed that in June he's probably going to announce something. We all know what that's going to be. A port of No More Heroes 1. Yeah, that's fine. And that game came and went, and I'm not interested in the slightest in that game. It's meant to be absolutely average, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we're just going to end on a little bit of sales news, because we have sales news every week. Obviously, the GDC's happened, and it published its report. And every year, I don't know if you remember that, at the beginning it was like, are you interested in developing the Switch? It was like 8%, and then the year after it was 20% or whatever. And it's had a big increase again of people interested in developing for the Switch. Nearly a quarter of all developers polled said that they want to make games for the Switch, which is exciting. It's not a surprise. I mean, I remember a few months ago when Nintendo said they want to release 30 games a week on the eShop, and everyone was like, oh my god, that'd be ridiculous. They're doing it.
50 games this year then.
Yeah, exactly. And they released more sort of sales stats as well. So this is just in America alone. They sold 5.6 million Switches in 2018, totaling 10.5 in the US. And it's obviously the best-selling platform financially and in units in America for the year, which I think is a big deal, actually, considering the kind of price cuts that the kind of PlayStation 4 and Xbox got. And how expensive the Switch. If you look at the Switch, it's like quite a lot, and then like the PlayStation 4 is half the price. So I think it's good. Good going. And sort of like comparatively, the Switch has sold 22% more than the PlayStation 4 did in the same period, and 34% more than the Xbox did in the same period. That's kind of unbelievable, really. Like from where Wii U was to where the Switch has become, it's kind of staggering. Yeah, and obviously in December it sold more. And wasn't it like December? Wasn't it that's one of the biggest months for about 13, 15 years for a console to sell in one?
Yeah, because they outsold PS4 and Xbox One combined, which is just amazing. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is bonkers. Greg, you were the doubter on the 20 million target for March. Are you confident now?
Was I?
Yeah. Yeah, of course you were.
I thought they just hit it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
And I went crazy, 25. Oh, mine's looking okay. Well, maybe not 25, but...
I think you said 20. I thought Greg said it would sell about 1.3 million copies in the year. And you said it would sell 14. I don't know. My memory is flaky. Anyway, that is a lot of news. And now we're going to very briefly hear what Lee has been playing. And then we've got a game to play. So, Lee, let's find out.
We've all had weird weeks, haven't we? Picked bits and pieces. I've had 2 reviews, which I'll go into next week, I think. But between reviews, I played OctoDad, the Dadliest Catch. It's one of, just like I've talked about in the past, Human Fall Flat, it's one of those deliberately awkward movements for your character to produce hilarious effects on screen. You've got to use the ZL and ZR button to control your legs in correspondence with the sticks as well. So you've got to hold down the ZL and move your leg and hook it over to climb up walls, climb up stairs. Deliberately awkward. But you can get a semblance of controlling it very, very fast by practicing. And the arm then is controlled with using both analog sticks and obviously not using the ZL and ZR. So one stick is for on a flat plane, horizontal plane, in and out of the screen and left and right, and then the R stick then is for up and down movement. So combining both these sticks, you can get your hand into a relative position, and the object you need to pick up turns green, which fortunately is quite lenient in its area of grab. Then press the A button and your OctoDad grabs that and sticks to it, which then you can throw it, you can do things, and the whole game then is just kind of a slight puzzler, slight parkour. You got to get from here to here, don't fall down, otherwise you go back to the beginning and start again, and it just puts you in all these hilarious situations. I found the game very funny throughout. The backstory of how you meet your wife is in there, that the humour is completely tongue-in-cheek. Especially things like the possibility of how does an octopus have children with a human being. That's brazenly in there. There's this Japanese neighbour who is constantly chasing you down to cut you up into moderately priced sushi, he says. So you got to dodge him at certain aspects. You got to little running sections where you run away from him. There's a boss area where he's throwing things and you're dodging, and you got to fire things back. It's simple in its operation, fun while you're playing it. The dialogue is nice as well, where you'll be doing a little puzzle, like mowing the lawn, and you're just dragging the mower around the lawn, and your children are just having a conversation in the background as you're doing it, and the dialogue between them as well is genuine. It feels like you're part of this family. The dialogue is quite humorous. The daughter, for example, drops a butterfly hair clips on the ground. She's like, "Oh, I'm returning them to nature." And there's just these lovely family moments, and then interspersed and then that big Japanese guy comes and gets you. Just throws in completely random elements. I loved what I played. I think the biggest downside for the game is its length, and I was shocked at how short it was. I playing through, and I got to an area in an aquarium. I thought, all right, this is the third area now, blah, blah, blah. And then it's over. The aquarium's the biggest area at the end, but it took me, on the game it says 1 hour and 48 minutes to complete. So there are a lot of... Yeah.
Weirdly, that sounds appealing.
Good. Good. It's the price you'll have to watch out for then, for a 2-hour game, whether or not you can, in a sale, pick it up, definitely. There are collectibles as well, whether you want to go back. There's these ties you can collect by just rummaging around the level and finding them, which out of 39 ties, I only managed to find 3. So you can see that I was being pretty direct and going straight through the game with no shortcuts. But yeah, under 2 hours to finish the entire game. Last thing I got to say about it is that comparing it to the other similar game, Human Fall Flat, OctoDad has a story which keeps on going, and that's another reason why it's short. Where Human Fall Flat is more like a series of challenges, and the fact that I played a bit more online now with Human Fall Flat, there's always players online as well because it's a cross-platform, so you're more likely to get more bang for your buck playing Human Fall Flat, because these series of challenges you can just drop into any one of them at any time online, find players, or play it local 2-player, or play it just by yourself. Whereas OctoDad, I finished the 2-hour campaign and I feel that's it. I've done it now. I don't want to go back to it.
But which is better for the time you play, for those 2 hours?
The 2 hours was fantastic, but now it's gone. I'd have to say I'd go back into Human Fall Flat more.
Yeah. So that's got better kind of
longevity. Yes. Pick them both up. Why not? They're both great games.
Yeah, I've played OctoDad. I really liked it.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't remember it being that short. Is that how short? It's probably why I liked it. I was like, yes, I finished another game. I mean, the point of it, I don't think in my memory, the point is that obviously you're an octopus, but pretending to be a human.
To be human, yeah. You're
and that's where the game comes from, where you've got to appear like you're a human. When he said like you fall down and you start again, it's because you've been caught out. But the point is that you've got to appear normal and do normal things like mow the lawn and go shopping and things, and you've got to do it as if you're. And that's why the controls make it works for the game.
Yeah,
it's meant to be difficult because you're not a human, so you're an octopus trying to be human. So obviously it's difficult to kind of like walk around and move things. Yeah, very good. Did it appeal to you, Greg?
Actually, a wee bit. If the price is right, maybe I would give it a go, because I remember seeing it years ago. I think it was the PS3 it was originally released for, and I thought it looked interesting enough back then.
Yeah, it is fun, but it's like But how much is this? About 10, 15 quid or something?
The original price is about 15 quid, but I knew I picked it up in a sale, and I can't think that I paid more than about 7.
Yeah, it is good, but cool. Yeah, but me and Greg, we've been playing stuff, haven't we? But we haven't really been playing anything substantial to fully talk about.
Yeah, the only thing I'd want to say is one wee sort of like correction to Luigi's Mansion, because I'd done a couple more rooms during the week. I sort of was complaining last week that the Luigi didn't move around the map, and that was kind of irritating me. There's actually a wee zoom button on the map, and when you zoom in, it does actually move around. But I don't understand why it doesn't just move around to the normal sized map, because when you zoom in, you don't really need to. So I don't really understand that. But anyway, that was just a wee correction.
Cool, fair enough. Greg, I didn't even know we were playing a game. I'm very excited about this. I don't know anything about it. Let's play a game. What are the rules, Greg?
Okay, this week it's similar to a game you've played in the past with Nintendo 64 intros, and you had to guess based on the intro music or the sounds or whatever it was. This time we're going to the Gamecube.
Ooh.
So once again, I've got there's 14 tracks here. It's split into 2 different categories, two different groups. One for you and one for Lee. So Darren, would you want Group A or Group B?
Group A.
Okay. I've tried to split them up sort of as evenly as possible, so there's like a mix of sort of like ones that you'll probably get straight away, and then other ones you'll maybe have to think about for a wee minute.
Okay. You said this last time and we had no clue what any of them were.
The way it works is you'll both listen to A1, so if Darren doesn't get it, then Lee will have an opportunity to steal a point.
Okay.
So I'll just grab a pen here and keep track of scores, I guess.
Can Lee win his first game?
Doubtful. Okay, so we listen to A1 first, yeah?
Yep, so if you want to listen to A1, yep.
Yeah, Mario Kart 64. Oh, no, but Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta take your first answer.
Easy one, just to start there. Yeah, actually, on that, if for example, like if it was a Splinter Cell game, for example, I would need like the subtitle. If it was like if you said it was Pandora Tomorrow and it was Chaos Theory, you wouldn't get the point.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Although if there's only one game in that series, I would probably let you off what it is.
Without the subtitle?
Yep.
Okay,
so that's 1 point to Darren. Easy enough, and it's probably quite an easy one for Lee to start with as well, which is B1.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, topical.
Yeah, very topical. And the wink is Metroid Prime.
Which one?
The first one.
That's correct. So that's 1 point to Lee as well. Good. Next one is A2 for Darren.
Oh my god.
What I will say is I'm amazed that you're struggling with this one. I thought this would be straight away.
No, honestly, I am rubbish with music. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Lee, would you like to have a go?
I thought it was a Donkey Kong game, and if it's not Jungle Beat, it's the other one, and I can't think of the name. Donkey Kong.
It's not Donkey Konga.
Is it not?
It's actually Pikmin.
What?
How did I? Oh my god.
Yeah, it is.
I thought that was quite distinctive, but I guess not.
Those bongo drums.
The little bongo drum which threw me.
What are we on? B2.
Right.
B2. B2. Let's go. Think which one this is, and if I get this wrong, Darren will pick it up on the other one.
I know. I
I think Darren will definitely steal it.
It's one of two games in my head.
Which two? Oh no, don't say that because then I'll just steal the other one.
Yeah. Well, you probably say the other one anyway, but 1080 Avalanche.
Darren's celebrating because he knows. He knows.
Is it Wave Race Blue Storm?
Oh, it is Blue Storm, is it? Damn it.
Yeah, 1080 it was more like licensed music. I think.
Okay, come on, Darren, you're going to mess this one up.
A3.
I'm going to say Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
Yeah, I would have said that.
That is correct as well. I thought that would be pretty straightforward.
Okay.
What a game that is.
I never played it.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I wouldn't surprise me if we saw the HD, like the
Would
original trilogy. Because obviously that came out on like the PS3 and stuff. I would say we'll get that at some point.
Good.
Okay. Lee, next one. It's currently 3-1 to Darren.
I think I know that one.
I don't know that one. But there's this foreboding sense of dread. And I could be wrong because I can't remember the opening music. Is it Resident Evil 4?
It's not.
Is it Eternal Darkness?
It is Eternal Darkness. I wanted to say you were in the right ballpark there, Lee.
Is that horror? Yeah. Anyway.
As soon as the whispering came in, it does that throughout the game, doesn't it? When you're playing it.
Yeah. It just reminds me of like before the Gamecube even came out, there was a tape that came with N64 magazine, and it had like all the like wee trailers for a lot of the GameCube launch titles and games coming out. And I remember Eternal Darkness being on there. I think the intro is just exactly the same thing that was on the tape. So that's where that's from. Right.
A4.
Darn. A4.
Is it A4?
Yep. What are you on?
What?
Before you answer this one, it's not like from the intro video, because I think you'd have got it straight away from the intro video. It's actually from like the menu music.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna say Mario Golf.
That's not right.
Now you said that, and you're going, oh, it's not. That makes it sound like it could be Mario Tennis or something. But I don't. That bling in the beginning, I thought that sounded like a Sonic ring. And I don't know what Sonic games are on the Gamecube because I didn't play any. A Sonic the Hedgehog game.
I'll just put you out of your misery. It's not a Sonic game either.
Okay.
It is Star Fox Assault.
Oh my god, really?
Yep.
That's the music for that?
Amazing.
Cool. What score is it? 4-1 to me? 4-1?
Yeah, 4-1.
Unbelievable.
4-1. So, B4.
B4. First of all, I thought that was golf, and then there's a lot of boing, 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 so it's like tennis. But then it sounds like it's volleyball or something.
I thought the sound effects might make it too easy, but maybe not.
Strikers.
It is Mario Smash Football, yes, you're right.
Oh, they call it Smash Football. It is Mario Smash Football. Mario Strikers. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. Pulled that one out of nowhere.
Need another one of them as well.
Did you know what it
Yeah,
was,
that's true.
Darren?
Did you guess that one, Darren?
Yeah. You could hear the football crowd at the beginning.
Yeah. Right, A5.
What?
I have no idea.
No, I can't even think. Bait and Chaos.
No. Any guesses, Lee?
I was going to say something along the lines of like a JRPG, and the only one I can think of, I can't even remember, was in the Gamecube. I'm sure it was Skies of Arcadia.
A great game, but no, it's not that one either. This is also a great game. Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes.
Wow, no chance. B5 it is.
B5.
What? I have no idea.
I can't remember if you've played this game actually. I'm not sure. Because I think if you played it, you'd probably get it straight away.
You'd remember that laugh, especially, I bet,
Yeah,
innit?
you would.
I had no idea whatsoever. I haven't got a clue. Darren.
Okay. Darn.
Time Splitters 2?
It's very much not Time Splitters 2. It is Killer 7.
Oh, no.
I have played it. Is it Killer 7?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, next one. A6.
That does need to come to Switch.
It does.
Hmm. 1080 Avalanche?
It's not 1080 Avalanche.
It's something in those extreme sports.
Well, I was thinking as Luigi, like, it says it's tricky, but I was like, you won't choose that, so it feels like a
Tony Hawk's game.
one.
It's not a Tony Hawk's game either.
Okay.
It is Super Monkey Ball.
I played that to death. And
You probably skip the intro every time.
Probably.
And rightly so. I would say probably the next few are tricky enough. So you've got a 2-point deficit, Lee.
Oh, is that all? I thought it'd be more.
It's gonna be difficult. Anyway,
what about B6?
B6,
Yeah. Okay.
one that you probably have played, I would guess.
Sounds like a racing game, and if I don't say what I'm thinking of and it is it, I'll kick myself, but I don't think it is it. Is that 1080 Avalanche?
It's not 1080 Avalanche.
I knew it wasn't. What is it? Darren, you know?
No. But I'm going to say Burnout 2.
Oh, even forgot that was on there.
That is right.
Oh, yeah! What a guess!
Great wee game that was.
It was fantastic, yeah. Especially the crash mode, coming down hills and into moving traffic. Great laugh.
Mayhem. So, Darn has already won.
No, I haven't. If he could get this one on his...
No, it's 3-point deficit.
You're
no?
3 ahead.
Oh, I've already won. Oh, God, Lee,
But
come on. You got to win one game at some point.
But we may as well listen to the last two anyway.
Oh, of course.
So, A7.
I know it's Darren's.
I've got one or two.
But
Fire Emblem.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The first thing I thought was Fire Emblem, and now because I don't know the subtitle.
Oh, so you're Googling it?
Yeah. Because you can have it anyway. Oh, okay, it's that one. There was only one Fire Emblem on...
Is it Fire Emblem?
GameCube.
Am I right?
So you get that, didn't you?
Greg?
Oh, are you going with Fire Emblem, yeah?
Yeah.
That's not right.
Ah, God, I don't know what it is then.
I had another guess. You can have it if you want.
How about Battalion Wars?
It's not Battalion Wars, is it?
Was it Tales of Symphonia?
It's not Tales of Symphonia.
Cool.
It's Soul Calibur 2.
Great game. Great game. Cool. Last but not least... it might be least.
I don't think Lee's going to get this one, but give it a shot anyway. Darren looks like he knows.
Oh my!
No idea. Apart from having a pounding soundtrack, which points towards some sort of racing game.
I don't think it is.
Really, puzzle game.
That pounding soundtrack was the first thing I ever played on the GameCube.
Ah, really? It's definitely not Luigi's Mansion.
It sounded so familiar to me when it started. I don't know what is it.
It can't be something like Star Fox Adventures. This sounds too upbeat for that, doesn't it?
Time Splitters 2.
It's ISS 2.
Oh, really? I played the 64 one on the N64. I never played the GameCube version. I think I've said it in the past, my GameCube years were devoid of money, so I played very few games on it.
Yeah, so I imagine this was quite tricky for you then.
It's fun, though. Fun.
So once again, congratulations, Darren.
Cheers. Cheers.
Fluked it.
The burnout was a fluke, I'll admit. It was an educated guess, but it was a guess all the same. Also, I want to get back on the GameCube, actually. I want to play Wave Race. That's what I just fancy playing Blue Storm, actually.
I know. We just need ports of most of them.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh, we didn't actually chat about OS 7. Not that now's it's time for news, but OS 7's out and it's got more languages and new Super Mario Brothers icons. They're really pushing it by giving this like solid OS updates numbers, aren't they? This is in effect still 1.17, isn't it?
Yeah. It's shocking. 6 new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe icons. Well, hey, that's the highlight. That's on top of the list of the things. And then Chinese, Taiwanese, and Korean language support.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Have you seen the new icons?
Yeah.
It's got Peach Head.
I won't be changing mine.
No. They need to. I don't know what they're thinking. It hasn't been updated in 2 years. Oh,
Folders,
God.
come on. You go on about that, Darren, don't you? Folders are needed.
Every console, you seem to have to wait. Yeah, well, why is it that difficult to implement them from the beginning? I don't understand. Do you think it's because they want these clean operating systems and they just think at first no one's got loads of games, so we don't care about folders, and then they'll
until enough people complain. You can also with the operating thing, you can manually update your Joy-Cons. They don't do it they don't do it automatically. So you have to go into the controller options and then update controllers, and you can only update the controllers that are slotted on your machine at that time. So because I got 3 sets, you have to flick them all over and start again 3 times. Don't forget to update your Joy-Cons.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll have some news of a Direct, and hopefully we'll have a sense of what's going on in the year. It's kind of been weird. I think people moving into this year like really positive. Like it's going to be loads of games, it's going to be great. And then all of a sudden, like a month in, it's like, well, Metroid's been cancelled. We haven't had a Direct. We don't really know what's being released outside of Yoshi. We know some ideas of games that are coming out, but we don't know anything on them. So it's very weird, but whatever, yeah, I won the game at least. It's not all bad news. Anyways, as always, thank you for listening, and we'll speak to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Nintendo Review Podcast. If you like our content, please don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, and ask us a question. You can find this very podcast on all good podcast providers such as iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn, and YouTube. Just search for the Nintendo Review Podcast. We are also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, YouTube, and our very own website, nintendoreview.co.uk, where you'll find great content such as news, reviews, and impressions. Drop by and say hello. Podcast extras! Podcast extras! Schwarmageddon.
What can I say? Been working on it.
I'm ready.
You ready, Greg?
Yep.
Look at that confident. I like this day. Usually it's like, well, I'm a bit knackered. You're not tired today?
Yep.
Schwarmageddon.
Anyway,
Schwarmageddon.